Welcome to EduRev.
Hi all, my name is Sarika Tulsiani and today we are going to talk about the part 2 of time and work. So in this video, we are going to see a few more concepts of time and work, and we'll also deal with a certain problems applying those concepts. So let's start with our first concept. The first concept is called as the MDH concept. The MDH basically stands for the man-day-hour concept. Now, what is the man-day-hour concept? Suppose if I tell you, I have M1 men working for D1 days, H1 hours, doing certain work, say W1. Okay? I have certain M1 men working for D1 days, H1 hours to do certain work, say W1. In how many days would M2 men working for H2 hours do certain work, say W2? In how many days? So let me tell you, let's say they take D2 days. So basically what we do is we equate both of them, because whatever is the ratio here, the same ratio has to be followed here. So certain values will be given to you. You just have to substitute the values and get your answer. So let's say for example 10 men working for 8 hours and 8 days do certain work. In how many days can 10 men working for 12 hours do the same work, or twice the work or thrice the work? So all the values will be given to you. One of the values will be missing and you just have to find that missing value. And that is what your MDH concept is all about. Now, the next is the efficiency concept. It's a very, very important concept. Now, suppose if I tell you, I am, let's say you are twice as efficient as me. Okay? Let's say you are A, I am B, and you are twice as efficient as me. Okay? So that means if I do 1 unit of work, you will do 2 units of work because you are twice as efficient as me. If I take 10 days to do a certain work, you will take how many days? If I take 10 days, you will take how many days? Now understand, you are twice as efficient as me. So if I do 1 unit, you do 2 units. So if I take 10 days, you're going to take half the number of days. So your number of days will be 5 days. Okay, your number of days will be 5 days. So what can we conclude from this? We can conclude that our efficiency is inversely proportional to the time taken. Okay, inversely proportional to the time taken. So that means if you are more efficient, you can take less time, and if you are less efficient, you are going to take more time. So efficiency is inversely proportional to time taken. Also, your efficiency is directly proportional to the work done. It is directly proportional to the work done. If you're more efficient, you will do more work in the same amount of time, and if you're less efficient, you're going to do less work. So this is your concept of efficiency. Quite a few questions in CAT are definitely asked on efficiency and MDH, so make sure you're thorough with these concepts. Now let's solve a few word problems regarding the same. So what does it say? 25 men constructed a wall in 20 days which was 10 meters high. How many men would be required to construct a wall which is 8 meters high if the work is planned to be completed in 10 days? So see, understand, they've given us the men, they've given us the days, they've not given us the hours, so don't consider the hours. We know the formula is M1 D1 upon work 1 is equal to M2 D2 upon work 2. So we have 25 men, they worked for 20 days to build a wall which was 10 meter high. So your work is a 10 meter wall. How many men would be required? Let's say we need X number of men working for 10 days to build a wall which is 8 meters high. So in this case, the work done is an 8 meter wall. So your 0 will get cancelled. So this will become 50 is equal to 10x upon 8. So again 0 will get cancelled. 8 will go on the other side. So your value of x will be 5 into 8, which is 40. So 40 men will be required. So that is your answer. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, now let's look at the next question. If 6 men and 8 boys can do a piece of work in 10 days, while 26 men and 48 boys can do the same in 2 days, then the time taken by 15 men and 20 boys in doing the same work is how much? Now understand, we have an MDH concept, which is man days hours. Now we have two genders here. So basically we have two categories here, which is 16 men and 8 boys. So they will be cumulatively combined into the man category. So that means 6 men and 8 boys can do a piece of work in 10 days, while 26 men, 48 boys can do the same work in 2 days. The work is the same, so MD here is equal to MD here. Okay? So what we'll do is we'll find the relation between man and boys first. So this will be 2 ones are 2 fives are. So you will have 30 men plus 8 fives are 40 boys is equal to 26 men plus 48 boys. So 30 minus 26 will be 4 men is equal to 48 minus 40, which is 8 boys. So one man does a work which is equal to twice the boys. So 1m is equal to 2b. Now they are saying what is the time taken by 15 men and 20 boys to do the same work. Now you can pick any of these two categories. Suppose if I pick the first category, because we have to equate MDH to MDH. So that means we know 6 men and 8 boys take 10 days, which is equal to 15 men and 20 boys taking how many days? Okay, this is how we are going to equate. But we know one man is 2 times the boys. So 6 men will be 12 boys. 12 plus 8 will be 20 boys taking 10 days, which is equal to 15 men. 15 men will be 30 boys. 30 plus 20 will be 50 boys taking how many days? So 200 is equal to 50 into what? Okay, so 50 ones are 50, 4s is 200. So your question mark will be 4 days, and that is your answer. So this is how you're going to solve the problems on MDH. Let's look at one more problem. So what does it say? 9 men, 24 women can do a work in 8 days. 8 men, 32 boys can do it in 9 days. If 30 women can do the work in 12 days, then how many boys can do the same work in 18 days? Now this is a CAT level question. How are we going to tackle this one? देखो, 9 men and 24 women take 8 days. ठीक है? They take 8 days. Now they are saying 8 men and 32 boys take 9 days to do the same work. Your work is the same, so we can equate both of them. So this will be 9 8s are 72 men plus this will be 4 8s are 32, 8 2s are 16 plus 3 is 19, 192 women is equal to 8 9s are 72 men plus 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27 plus 1 is 28 boys. 72 will get cancelled. So basically 192 women is equal to 288 boys. Or I can also write this as 24 into 8 women is 32 into 9 boys. So your one woman will be 32 into 9 upon 24 into 8, that of a boy. So this will be 8 ones are 8 fours are, 4 ones are 4 6 are. This is 9 upon 6, which is nothing but 3 upon 2. So work done by one woman is 3 by 2 times the work done by a boy. So we got a relation between woman and a boy. Now they've given us a very, very important relation. If 30 women can do the work in 12 days, 30 women take 12 days. So in how many boys can do the work in 18 days? ठीक है? देखो 30 women take 12 days. So how many boys will take 18 days? How many boys will take 18 days? Now this we are talking about women, and here we are talking about boys. Now one woman is 3 by 2 times a boy. So if I ask you 30 women is how many times that of a boy? So this will be 30 into 3 by 2. So this will be 2 ones are 2, 15s are. So that is nothing but 45 boys. The work done by 30 women is the same as work done by 45 boys. So I will replace this with 45 into 12 is equal to what into 18. So your answer will be 30. ठीक है, 30 boys are required to do the work. That is your answer. Now let's look at a problem on efficiency. ठीक है, A is 20% more efficient than B. If B can complete a piece of work in 30 days, in how many days can A and B complete the work working together? Now A is 20% more efficient than B. So that means what? If let's say B does 100 units, okay, you can take one also, not a problem. I'm just taking 100 for convenience. If B does 100 units, A is 20% more efficient. So A will do 120 units. So if you take it as 1, A will do 1.2, not a problem. So this is the number of units done by them in one day. Okay? If B can complete the piece of work in 30 days, so if B does 100 units in one day, if he works for 30 days, he is going to do 3000 units. But we know he completes the work. So this is your total work. Okay? This is your total work. In how many days can A and B together complete the work? देखो, A does 120 units, B does 100 units. So together these guys do 220 units in one day. So 3000 units करने को कितना time लगेगा? So that will be 3000 upon 220, these many days. Correct? Now both of them are divisible by 2. So 2 11s are, 2 150s are. So 150 by 11 days will be required. Or you can even convert it. So 11 ones are 11, 40 bacha, 11 threes are 33. I have 7 extra. So your answer becomes 13 7 by 11 days will be required. It says A is 80% more efficient than B. Who is 60% more efficient than C? A takes 40 days less than B to complete the work. A starts the work, works for 25 days, and then B takes over. Then B works for the next 30 days, and then C takes over. In how much more time will C complete the remaining work? Okay? Now this is an actual CAT question. The problem here is they have given the percentage values of efficiency with respect to one another. They have not given you the number of units done by them individually. They have not given you the days also, individual days. They're just saying this person works for these many days and then leaves and another person joins. Now how do we solve this problem? See, for the first percentage given is 80%. So which is nothing but 4 by 5. The second percentage given is 60%, which is nothing but 3 by 5. So I would suggest to take a value which is divisible by 5 and 5, which is 25. So if you start with 25 or any multiple of 25, you will not have to tackle any fractional value in your problem. So it will make your problem very, very easy. Now what are they saying? Dekho, A is 80% more efficient than B and B is 60% more efficient than C. So we have 3 people A, B, C. Suppose if I tell you C does 25 units in a day. Okay? B will do how much? B is 60% more efficient. So what 25 units to karega? Plus 60%, which is 3 by 5 of 25 units bhi karega. So that means he is going to do 40 units. Now if you talk about A is 80% more efficient than B. So A will do 40 units plus it is going to do 80% more of 40 units. So that means it is going to do 72 units. So this is the work done in 1 day. Now what are they saying? A starts the work, works for 25 days. Okay, before that, A takes 40 days less than B to complete the work. Okay, so suppose if B works for X days, A is going to work for X minus 40 days. Okay, it is going to work for X minus 40 days. But we know these guys complete the same amount of work in the stipulated time. So that means A does 72 units in a day and it works for X minus 40 days. B does 40 units in a day and B has to work for X days. The work done by both of them is the same. Okay, it is the same. So if I simplify this, I will get 72x minus, this will be 2880 is equal to 40x. So that means 32x is equal to 2880. तो हमारा x का वैल्यू हो जाएगा 2880 upon 32, which is nothing but 90 days. So that means our B takes 90 days to do a job and A takes 90 minus 40, which is 50 days to do the same job. ठीक है? Now what are they saying? A starts the work, works for 25 days and so on. So before that, let us calculate what is the total work. Total work है कितना? So if I talk about B, you can take any one. You can take A also, you can take B also. B does 40 units in a day and B has to work for 90 days. So your total work is going to be 3600 units. Okay, your total work is 3600 units. Now let's focus on how much they do every day. So they are saying A starts the work, works for 25 days. Now we know A does 72 units in a day and A has to work for 25 days. So what is the amount of work done? 72 into 25 will give you. So what you can do is 72 ka half. 72 ka half is 36. 36 ka half is 18. So A is going to do 1800 units because 25 hai. So I just took in a way 25%. So 72 ka half, that is 72 ka 50% is 36. Uska half, that is 25% is 18. So it will become 1800. Okay? Now let's talk about B. Now B takes over and works for the next 30 days. Okay? So B works for 30 days. B does 40 units in a day. 40 units. So the total work done is 1200 units. So 1800 हो गया, 1200 हो गया. So that means 3000 units are done out of a total of 3600. So the remaining work is 600 units. Who is going to do these 600 units? C is going to do these 600 units. ठीक है? We know C does 25 units in a day. So 25 units in 1 day. So 600 करने को कितना time लगेगा? That will be 600 upon 25, which will be nothing but 25 2s is 50 and you will have 4s is 100. So C can complete the remaining work in 24 days and that is your answer. Now we have done quite a few sums and we have seen quite a few concepts on time and work. So I would request you to go and try a few questions by yourself. We have made a huge test series for you guys and we have ample of questions on a lot of topics prepared by our EduRev educators. So please go and try those questions to understand whether you are really comfortable with the topic or not. Okay? And if you have any queries, you can send us a mail at support@edurev.in. And for anything else, you can visit the website www.edurev.in. I hope your concepts are clear. Thank you so much.